to Hearthstone Crash Course. Today we're going to be taking a look at the core rogue. Um, I don't know what's happening right now, but the sweats are out in casual for whatever ungodly reason. So for this, I've enlisted the help of my buddy Pigeon. He has made a core paladin deck, so we can go over some of the basics of rogue. Should have been doing this the whole time now that I think about it, but you live and you learn. So, big thing with Rogue is they have a lot of shutdown, as well as a lot of just quick strikes. So off the jump, we got some buffoonery going on. So this Swashbuckler right here is a great first card. You get a random card from another class, so discover 2 demons, finale, give them +1/+2. So we'll probably play that on turn 3, possibly. But we're going to see how this stacks up against a core paladin. We're about the same level between paladin and rogue. Neither of them are classes that either of us play frequently. So I actually don't want to get that out there. I'm going to go ahead and pop this guy, because he's interesting. Take you, and yeah, I actually like that. So now they're a little bit buffed up. So there's a lot of chance with Rogue. There's a lot of cards that are, get a random card, get a random spell, what have you. Okay. So even a core paladin is not necessarily the easiest thing to go up against. This is not Outcast. Let's see. Again, I don't want to waste this guy just yet. I think I'll just play... this guy, just to get a 3/3 on the board. So a lot with Rogue is board control, while still hitting the face. You do a lot of small time damage, but quick slashes. Think like, I guess like a Dex build in like a Souls game or something like that. I mean, it's just pretty typical for, Rogue. But a lot that we're going to want to do is keep this board down and chilling, because it will get out of hand very quickly. So, discover a spell from another class. I'll take that. I actually like this a lot. So the Shadow Step is really fun to mix with certain things. Like, we could technically pop off a spell with this and then Shadow Step it right back into our hand to keep that added spell damage. And it will also reduce the cost, so it'll make that free.
Reporting for duty.
So... So he's doing something that's very typical, especially with the Paladin, and it's obviously a very good play, is to keep your taunts alive, especially if they have Divine Shield of some kind. We're going to draw 2 minions.
Justice is mine.
And another big thing with rogues is your weapons. Do not be afraid to hit things in the face and take a little damage if you have to. There's a lot of ways you can poison your weapon. I'm going to take that back. There used to be ways you could poison your weapon. I don't know if you still can. I'm assuming so. But there's other things like this. After your hero attacks, you give it +1/+1, which is pretty nice for a 3 cost. So I definitely don't like him being there, so we're going to try and combo this Eviscerate with, let's see, it's going to have to be 2/2s. Let's get that guy. Choose a friendly minion, discover him. I guess since they don't have types, it's a bit of a misplay, but we're still going to get rid of him.
By the holy light.
And we're going to keep that guy out there. I think we'll save our Shadow Step for something like an SI7 agent. You can obviously double use their battle cry, their combo stipulation here. Oh, well, aren't you just a doll? Big ass minion. So obviously you can also buff your weapon. So even just the basic weapon you can buff, which is pretty nice.
Who goes there?
Ha, this guy's toast.
So we are going to Shadow Step him. Just keep these cards coming in. At the end of your turn, give all taunt minions in your hand +2/+2. I don't have any, but that is a cool card. A 4/8 taunt. 6 cost is a little excessive, but you get random draw. Obviously, you're discovering a random card. But sometimes it works out amazingly well. So that guy's gotta go. So what we can do here is play another Quillbore.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Get rid of him. Shadow Step this guy back. Pop him again. And then buff our weapon, which will buff both of these to 4/4s. So the rogue plays pretty simply. Don't be afraid. If you see a combo in your hand, just kind of go crazy with it, you know? Like, the rogue is just all about being just insane, just wanting to fight. So if you see a wombo combo lining up, do not hesitate to pop it. Yeah, I will pop that actually. We don't have a spell on us.
Lights out.
Justice is mine.
So, these Hinch Clan thugs, very, very good. And this guy came in clutch as well. Some of the random cards you get will be amazing. Ooh. Oh, he's going to discard his whole hand. Jesus.
Amazing.
Alright, man.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Another Azure Drake. Oof. Well, he doesn't have us dead. And I don't think he's going to. I hope not, anyway.
Reporting for duty.
Well played. Justice.
And then you always have the weapon in the back pocket if you need one more damage. Alright, so let's go again. Let's see what he's bringing to the table.
My
Ah!
says the Lich King.
Everyone knows them, everyone hates them. The Death Knight. I hope I get to use this. This is a very fun card. Dr. Boom. If you like Dr. Boom at all, if you know anything about it, look up what he looked like in I'd say 15 probably, before he got nerfed. He was ridiculously strong. He was so much fun to play as well. Wow. I think we're going to save that because we can use that for a combo. So the coin does count as a combo. It has to be a card that you play, so it can't be you popping your weapon or anything like that, but as long as it's a card, then it works. I think I'm going to buff that next turn. You typically, for your combo cards, you want to try and use a low cost card of some kind, 0 cost, no 1, something simple like that. Let's see. So we could pop our weapon.
Think.
Get rid of this thing. Again, we want to make sure we're keeping the board clear as much as we can. Especially against the Death Knight. Death Knights are known to buff the fuck out of every single thing on their board.
The citadel stands
Very nice card back. So he's just looking for some card draw here. Ooh. That's a very annoying card. So... yeah. Let's just get this guy out there. 3 4/1 worms that cost 1. Yeah, I'll absolutely take that.
a tango.
Justice is
So
mine.
I'm going to use this against his face now because I'm not worried about this guy. He's not actively buffed. And we know we're just going to get a couple more 2/2s. That if we can get some
Dark path is my
increased magic... well, we might just have to Phantom Knives here anyway. Gonna take 3 of them out. We are going to pop this and draw 2 minions. Being able to draw specifically minions is absolutely amazing. And you definitely want a good hand. A good sized hand with a rogue. As much card draw as you can possibly get. And just save them up for something nuts. So we have a lot of different plays we can make, which is good. Because a rogue needs adaptability. Because they are squishy.
The fallen will serve.
Ooh. That's not good. Okay, this guy's gotta go for sure. Let's see here. Boom.
This
Boom.
guy's toast.
Could only fit one of these, but that's fine.
This guy's toast.
And everything else can kill that, so I'm just gonna hit him in the face with that. We do have another Fan of Knives, and next turn we can use the Azure Drake. to make this deal 2 damage to all minions. So whatever else he plays out here, hopefully will end up taking some damage from that. Hopefully it's nothing too large. Oh yeah, that's the play now. This is also a moment to learn about playing against rogues. Turn 7, if they have this combo in their hand, the Azure Drake and the Fan of Knives, then that gives us a really nice
I don't have enough
play. And there's Dr. Boom. I'm definitely gonna let him come say hi. Probably next turn. Ooh, and that should have been all of his crates, but that was huge.
Finally, my ancestors are useful.
So a taunt that births another taunt. Whoa. Whoa. Think this is the time. We'll see what happens here. He shouldn't have me dead yet. We do have a heal that we were lucky enough to get from the Swashbuckler. This also just goes to show how broken Death Knight can be. My goodness. Ooh, that did not go well. So no minion is undamaged. Well, they can't be targeted anyway. Let's see here. Well, he's got me dead. Hopefully he'll leave me alive just for this purpose of this video.
Mind if I roll need?
But this is the kind of thing you can expect from a Death Knight. You got to shut him down early, which we unfortunately didn't have the most card draw for. But he is gonna focus my minions so that we can see how this deck plays out. I think. Or not. Alright, we're gonna run one more. So, basically, what we found out is that the Death Knight is just fucking broken. No matter what level, no matter what. It's, in my opinion, kind of cheap to use, but that's going to be one of the future videos. That's one of the last things I have left to do for Crash Course. So it's going to be popping up, and we're really going to see how broken it is, because I've never actually used a Death Knight. Except when it first came out, they were giving out like free decks of the Death Knight, and it was just normal stuff now. But we're going to see how we fare against a mage. That's a wonderful mage skin. I've never seen that. So, pretty poor card draw. Usually, rogue, you want to get the first move out, but we're gonna see what we can do here.
Mind if I roll need?
So next turn, I think we're gonna play this Hinge Clan Thug because it is really nice. And here go the secrets. Yeah, this is really our only thing. Yeah. So we're going to keep all the notes in mind that we went over in the Death Knight video. But, you know, fare them against someone, a mage, who hopefully is a little bit easier. Because that Death Knight is just brutal. You have to have a deck that's built almost to counter it. Which luckily I'm not seeing a ton of them anymore. I think people got bored with them a little bit. But whatever the case. Choose a card in your hand to shuffle into your deck. That's not... Oh, 5/4? Yeah.
Justice is mine.
So against the mage, they don't usually have much in the way of minions. So I'm honestly just going to leave his minions alone and let him sacrifice them against mine. Unless I just have some small damage to waste away. But as of right now, we're just going to focus on his little dragon face. It's so cool. Oof. Let's get rid of you for right now. Shuffle you into the deck. I'm fine with that.
Justice is mine.
Then we'll be able to pop out Dr. Boom shortly. I'm really glad to see him back. It's such a cool art design. Like I said, if you get a chance, look up the old card stats. They are so fucking broken. I might actually put them in here at the end of the video, but yeah, okay. Fireball. We did get him to waste a fireball, which I love. Hopefully he doesn't just fireball this thing.
Justice is mine.
And we do have a way to cheaply get rid of a minion should he have something large, which a mage usually doesn't have large minions. They usually don't have much in the way of minions. It's mostly spells, which they're gonna typically aim at your face. But they do have some good board clear, as we've already seen. Concerning. I hope that's not the counter minion. But it very easily could be. But I don't have anything else to play to see here. Okay, that works. Please don't counter it. Thank God. Okay, so he's obviously going to trade that. You know, I really hate to do this, but I want to keep that 7 on board. Actually, you know what? Let's Shadow Step his ass.
Justice is mine.
Now he only costs 5. So these little guys, they randomly deal 1 to 4 damage to a random enemy. Most of the time you're going to get low damage. From what I've seen, maybe that's just my luck. Which really doesn't surprise me either, but still a fun card. Oh boy. Got another secret. That was well played. Ooh, or 2 4s. We take those. Please don't counter him. Thank you. Do the same thing.
Justice is mine.
And I think we might have him here. I think. Yeah. So just for shits and giggles, we're going to see where these land. Rogue can be very, very good, assuming you have the card draw. And the main thing that I would say to watch on Rogue is differentiating for when you need to hit face and when you need to hit a minion. If a minion's not a direct threat, like it's not something huge, or it's not something that can be like copied that has a huge buff, like there's a card that the new Druid deck has where you double the stats of everything in your hand. So it gets broken. So they will copy that and then play another one, which will double. So they're quadrupling the stats there at the end. So stuff like that is good to take out with, say, an execute or something like that. But other than that, it's really just up to your discretion and just learning what plays to look for and where to go.